here in the Pavilion Shopping Centre in the centre of Birmingham. Another episode of Ask Adebola Bloke. First question comes from Ryan BCFC 95. You've had a few complaints about where you've previously eaten. Where would you recommend? Turn the camera. This place, brilliant.
You like it?
I love this place. Very nice potatoes. That's what I've just had now. Bean salad. Where I wouldn't recommend is a place called Natural Choice just over there, which gave me food poisoning. Callum Cox, what is your worst nightmare? 9 to 5 office job, simple as that, and the atrocious lifestyle that comes with it. Yeah, simple. So just in relation to a previous question, fat jackets. Yeah. Top of the Pavilion Shopping Centre in Birmingham if anyone wants to come in. It's really, really good. Food is fantastic. The staff are very, very friendly. They're clean. They wash their hands. And it's a very, very clean, hygienic place, which, as I said, is a lot more than can be said for Natural Choice just up there. Yeah, Natural Choice, though. Very, very dodgy vegetable pasta bake. Would not eat here again, not in a million years. These lot do lovely ice creams. Right then, the next question is my favourite and least favourite Midlands clubs. Goes without saying, doesn't it? Villa obviously is the lowest. Leicester are okay. I like Leicester.
What about Forest?
Yeah, I like Forest. Never had a bad word to say about them. Coventry I don't like.
Why not?
Just don't. I just don't.
You don't like it as a place either, do you?
It's not the best. Walsall I like. If we're classing Crewe as Midlands, I really like Crewe Alexandra.
What about Wolves?
Yeah, I don't dislike them anymore. I actually really got a soft spot for them.
West Brom?
Yeah, love them. Love them.
Kidderminster Harriers?
Oh, hate them. Can't stand them.
Why?
The racism. Yeah. Don't like the racism in their fans. They're homophobic as well. Next question. Lloyd Marchand, I think that's a French name. Thoughts on West Ham and Sam Allardyce? The thing is, I can tolerate West Ham more than most London clubs. I still don't particularly like them.
I like West Ham.
They're okay. Sam Allardyce, it's one of those. I should hate him, but I don't. He's okay. Nothing against Big Sam. Felix Hill says capitalism or socialism. Honestly, I would say socialism if it's done properly, but the problem is that we as humans have a capitalist nature. But I think that in theory it should be socialism, yeah.
Question, out of all these Christmas jumpers, which one would you choose?
None of them. I hate Christmas. Really hate it.
I've got another question for you. What do you think of the German Christmas market?
I hate it. Anything to do with Christmas, I just hate it. And, you know, I'm not being funny. I love the German people, but didn't our forefathers kind of fight 2 wars to stop this from coming into our city? But as I say, I mean, I really like the existing present-day Germans, and even the majority back then didn't actually vote for Hitler, so it's wrong to hold the whole nation responsible for the actions of just a few. But anyway, I hate Christmas.
Do you prefer Germans or the Polish?
Well, that's a bit of a daft question given, no comments. Questions from Greg Holmes of Bromsgrove. Again, he sends in questions every time this one. Anyway, he says, what do I think of the redevelopment of New Street Station? It's okay. I mean, will the train times and efficiency improve? I don't know. But with 1 train an hour from Bromsgrove, I don't think it's going to be too relevant to use something.
Where are we going?
I'm going to go and use the toilet. No, Fat Jackets is still a great place, it's just that I've got a high metabolism. Oh shit. Thomas Ward says favourite ever blues player, and that would be probably Ricky Otto.
Good player. Remember the goal he scored at Liverpool?
Based purely on that goal.
Right, this is quite a coincidence because we're in the middle of filming and we found a subscriber. Introduce yourself.
Right, I'm Daniel from Hall Green, and I want to ask Adebola Bloke, do you think Nikolai Zigic to join Blues, do you think it was a good idea?
10, you mean?
No, now, because he signed a new contract with
Oh,
us.
definitely. Just, you know, a player like that is useful in any division, especially the lower down you go. We're pretty low down at the moment. Yeah.
You like Zigic, don't you?
I do. Yeah, I do.
Well, thanks for that, Daniel.
Oh, anytime.
Next question comes from Fraser West, Lee Clark or Alex McLeish. Both useless, but at least Lee Clark was a likeable bloke. So Lee Clark. Do one more here, Dave?
Yeah, go ahead.
Get out of this stinks of piss in it. Ollie Johnson says, have you ever been at the end of a rainbow? Funnily enough, yes. Victoria Park in Smethwick. Last, I think it was sort of June or July, this end of the rainbow was genuinely in the middle of the park. Next question is from Jack Eaton and it says, what's the worst thing about Birmingham, the city in general and the club? This is what fucking does my head in with Blues fans, right? I've said this to you before.
Hang on.
No, wait, no, let me speak first, right? We're supposed to be the club of the city and there's too many Blues fans who hate the city.
He's not a Blues fan.
Well, what is he then?
He's from Watford.
Oh, for what?
He's a Watford fan.
Oh, fuck that. So why is he sort of talking about? If you're from Watford, you've got nothing to fucking say, honestly.
You don't like
Watch
Watford?
out the way, though. There's a car coming behind you.
You don't like Watford, do you?
No, I don't. I really don't, as a place and as a team. But the worst thing about Birmingham, the city, is basically people not having enough pride in the city. Serious point, Dave.
Yeah.
Worst thing about the football club,
Can you think of anything?
there's nothing, is there? We're just perfect in every way. Jake BCFC 1909. What's the funniest moment ever at a Blues match? This is this was Chris Hughton's season, Burnley, on a Tuesday night at home. It's nothing to do with the match. It's I went to the toilet behind block 20 and there was a bit of a kerfuffle going on. Security guards were there. I don't know what he was doing, but this bloke, probably in his 40s, he must have been pissed. Well, he had to have been, otherwise he's just a weirdo. Had basically been trying to shag the toilet seat in one of the cubicles, and he got cramp in both of his legs. And you could have a brief look. He was in there with his pants down his ankles and his head and couldn't move. It's just the most ludicrous thing I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, and I don't know. Oh god, I think his dick was actually still caught between the bottom and the actual seat itself. Oh god, it's pretty funny. Yeah,
It's a good season that was.
it was. Yeah, you know, and little moments like that you just make it all worthwhile.
Do you remember Ipswich away that year?
Yeah, very well. Yeah.
What do you remember about it?
I just remember it being the most weird game I've ever been to. There were only about 500 Blues supporters. Me and you were actually responsible for most of the singing that night. And it just took ages to get there and back. It was a nothing game.
Do you remember when you were singing at the Ipswich fans? We heard you ran from the Norwich.
Yeah. It's true, isn't it? No, they did.
So have you done your Christmas shopping or not?
I don't do Christmas. I don't have a Christmas tree. I don't believe in it. I can't stand anything about Christmas at all.
So you haven't even got a card for anyone or anything?
No, and I don't want one.
What if I got you one?
Just save your money.
What do you make of this music behind you?
Well, he's talented, but I just hate Christmas. Stop asking about it, please.
What do you make of this thing here?
Shit. Chris 96 BCFC says best away ground. Best away ground would be, I like Tottenham's ground. You know, very nice. West Ham, I like West Ham. Anything in an urban setting. We go somewhere else. I'm not comfortable with this.
Hi, I'm Katie. I work for Love the Look.
And you want to get this guy on your fashion blog?
Yes, we do. Yes,
Well,
we do.
you technically, but we can take a photo.
Both of you.
Can you speak about his fashion a little bit?
It's sport looks. We've got a lot of football memorabilia going on.
He is a football fan.
The trainers are actually in at the moment.
Yeah.
Trainers are big on the catwalk.
Yeah.
What?
See that there? He's actually banned from the football.
He's banned.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
So this is his way of supporting the club.
Just for something ridiculous.
Adebola Bloke, can I ask you a question?
Of course.
Do you have knobbly knees?
I don't know. I'm very sporty. I do a lot of running.
Can you show us?
No.
Please.
I'd rather.
She wants to see your knees.
No, because I'm superstitious. They're not that knobbly. No, it's very rounded.
Alright, I believe him. No knobbly knees.
Do you want to give his knees a feel?
Go on then. If you don't mind. Oh no, they're not knobbly. Got quite a broad kneecap.
Got nice knees, yeah?
Yeah, they're not sticking out at all.
There you go, Greg Holmes.
There's someone called Greg who always writes in, and he's got knobbly knees.
Okay. Sorry, Greg.
So I bought a bucket of jelly beans the other day. How many jelly beans are in that bucket?
How big's the bucket?
About this big.
Go with 1,500.
Good guess. I'll count them and let you know.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Hang on, police.
I love trains. Dave, I'm keeping my voice down a little bit because we're on the quiet zone on the train. It's a train to Glasgow, and that's why we've decided to read this question that's coming from Deck, which is on your Twitter. What's the best thing to come out of Scotland? The M6 or Andy Shinnie? Out of those two, it must be Andy Shinnie because the M6 doesn't actually start in Scotland. It begins around the Carlisle area, but completely within England. So yeah, it's got to be Andy Shinnie. But we're gonna have to keep it quiet now because, as I said, we're on the quiet zone. Shh. There's a train coming, quick. Next question comes from Jacob Bassett, who I think might be related to Thomas Bassett. Do you put sun cream on your head in the summer? No, I don't. I don't put sun cream on any part of me, even on a burning hot summer's day. Yeah, I like the feel of I like nothing to obstruct the sun. Yeah.
You like the feeling of sunburn, don't you?
I do. I really do. Yeah. Next question comes from Grant Boogaloo. What is the worst chant that you've ever heard by an away team at St Andrews? Just that standard one. What's the one? And it's so and so.
Oh yeah.
By far the greatest team. Dale Johnson says, what is the best Adebola that you've ever done? There's been some good ones. I enjoyed doing one actually legging it from the police down the road from the ground against Millwall in 2011. There was a good one on the train at Blackpool. Yeah, there's been some really good ones, but I think the best one would have to be December 2014, Samuel and Dudley train station. Adebola! This is actually the River Tame, believe it or not. Richie Lum says, would you rather fight 3 Ziggich-sized caddises or 12 Cadiz-sized Ziggiches? I don't believe in fighting anyway, I believe in peace, so I wouldn't do either of them. Sorry, man. So we're here in some random ass part of Albury. What looks like should really be a canal under there, shouldn't there? I don't know. How have they done that? Well, anyway, on that subject, Shane Island, what are your views on the top-down reorganisation of the NHS? It's good. The NHS is a good thing, free healthcare, but don't tamper with it. It's like the saying goes, isn't it? That God, what is it now? I mean, like an ugly but talented mouth is better than a pretty prudish one or something like that. Yeah.
Is that it?
Better a wet whore than a dry supermodel.
A few more coming in on the Twitter.
Yeah, just a few quick ones, in injury time. They're all from this guy called Neil. I think his name's Neil Atkinson. What's my opinion on the German market? As we've already said, terrible. How much would you be prepared to pay for a microwave oven? $19.99. And can you describe the favourite sofa that you've ever owned? The one I've got now, it's cream and it's a mess. Andrew says, would you look as cool as Gary Rowett in a jumper? Of course not. You can't beat Gary Rowett for coolness. Okay, Jason Tan says, is Adnan Saeed guilty? I don't know, that's a bit controversial, that is. We'll never really know the facts, will we? Like the Jolie and Lescott thing with his kneecaps. I don't know, wouldn't like to comment. And one more to round it all off. Ali Asghar, should Blues merge with Birmingham FC from Alabama? I think that'd be brilliant, man. Couple of games in the deep south, yeah, brilliant stuff. Local derbies against Jackson, Mississippi, you know, or Baton Rouge, Albion. Love it, man. Thanks for the questions today. This was better than the last one. Thank you.
Happy Christmas.
Well, happy Christmas.